All right, our next bout, we're going to go heavyweight now.
Ooh.
To 265. This will be fun. Frank Tate at 0-1 out of Birmingham, Alabama against Terrance El Jefe Hodges, who is 0-1 out of KC, one of the better regional camps in the entire area. American top team out of Atlanta.
Well, you know, Terrance Hodges, that's one thing. He is 0-1, but I was there for that loss against Kim Odie. A lot of people, including myself, felt like Terrance Hodges took that fight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is a tremendous athlete. He throws a ton of leather. But you know what? We saw Frank Tate earlier yesterday at the weigh-ins. That dude is massive. I have got goosebumps about this one.
Phenomenal matchup.
Yeah, and Cody Gwynn actually said he thought that's the best heavyweight bout in Chattanooga that you're talking about he's ever seen.
Yeah.
and that's in any organization.
Bloody and Hartfield
impressive.
right there.
All right, for our first fighter introduction to the cage, Cody Gwynn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next fight? Oh, we got a treat for you. It's time for the heavyweights to step into the Valor cage here tonight, brought to you by Nick Eastman and Advocare. At this time, please welcome the cage, fighting out of the red corner, Frank Tate.
First out, Frank Tate in the red corner, presented by Hogs Upstairs Tavern. Frank Tate at 0-1 out of Champions Freestyle in Birmingham, the same camp Kyle Causey, who just picked up the 145 featherweight win. 7-1 as an amateur and 0-1 in his MMA, in his pro career, but a guy that brings a lot to the table.
Well, Champions is a tremendous camp to fight out of. They one of the best in all of Alabama. And Frank Tate, I heard this guy's an old man, 39 years old, but you look at him, that does not look like an old timer coming down the aisle right there. This is a tremendous athlete, big, muscular, beefed up guy, and he's going to bring it tonight.
39 years old. But apparently doesn't gas out.
Look at the guys that we've seen tonight. A lot of the guys are older. I mean, it's just amazing to me because I'm 26 years old. Seeing myself doing this for 13 more years, it'd be hard to imagine doing that. You know, really fighting and being as active as I am, I don't think that's possible. And look how good he looks. Look, he's huge. He's a monster.
Yep, Frank Tate. His loss was to Everett Sims at Atlas Fights 22. That was via guillotine choke in the first round at 207. In his amateur career was 7-1 though, and including wins over Shane O'Shea, Everett Sims, Brandon Adams, Jose Evans, and Benjamin Wallace.
6-fight win streak for him. So I mean, he's coming off one loss to, you know, I really don't know. I don't know much about him or Everett either one. But you've got to take into consideration these guys right here are massive, and they look to throw some big punches.
Yeah, and look at that beard. He might be hiding a set of brass knuckles in that thing.
Yes,
Who
it very
knows?
well could be. Kimbo Slice.
That's almost an Oxendine-esque beard.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't got enough stuff shaved in it for it to be an Oxendine beard.
I got a 45 hiding in there.
6'4", 244 pounds.
Wow, look at that guy.
Frank Tate is in the cage right now. And to introduce his opponent, Cody Gwynn.
Now, please welcome his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, Terrance Hodges.
And speaking of Cody Gwynn, he's looking awful dapper tonight. You know what I'm saying? He's got the shoes, he's got the new haircut, he's got the bow tie he's sporting. I've never seen that before out of anybody around here. So he's trumped everybody out with that one. Props to him. Great voice.
What is this, the Flock of Seagulls concert we're at or what? Throwing back some old school here, boys.
Terrance Hodges making his way to the cage. Bout number 5 presented by Nick Eastman Advocare. It's a heavyweight bout at 265. Now, Terrance El Jefe Hodges is at 0-1, fights out of American top team out of Atlanta, but he weighed in at 262, where Tate weighed 244. Not quite as tall as well, but you've seen him fight. He's very
absolutely.
impressive.
He's a monster, and of course, as always, walking with one heck of an entourage there. American top team, Drew Cal, who, of course, UFC veteran, a guy that beat 4 different competitors in one night in a one-night tournament in Oklahoma recently.
And there you see the tail of the tape. Tate, 9 years older than Hodges. The 2-inch height advantage for Frank Tate. And the weight advantage for Hodges, or he's heavier at 262 to 244.
Now, don't let Hodges, with just a little bit of his 20 pounds, fool you too much. With last fight that me and Casey done this commentary with, we saw him throwing head kicks, flying knees, body shots. This guy is very, very well-rounded. This guy's supposed to be one of the top prospects, period, in the heavyweight around here. I mean, they was talking about this guy going to the UFC already and him just not even having a pro fight yet. That just shows you the talent that he has.
Yeah, his camp very high on him. They
Yes.
think that he has the ability to go to the UFC at 30 years old.
Well, I'll tell you what, heavyweights they have that opportunity.
Yeah.
Those guys throw heavy leather. Fans love to watch them. I've got goosebumps, just
Me
like I
too.
said. I love these fights. I love heavyweights.
Big boys in the cage right here. I hope this thing stays up.
All right, for our official fighter introductions, here's Cody Gwynn.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight will be in the Valor heavyweight division, brought to you by Nick Eastman and Advocare. When the action begins, your referee for this bout is Jimmy Neely. Introducing first, fighting out of the Hogs red corner. He enters tonight with a pro record, 0 wins with 1 loss. He weighed in 244 pounds, fighting out of Champions Freestyle MMA in Birmingham, Alabama, Frank Tate. Standing across the cage tonight, fighting out of the OEB blue corner. He enters tonight with a record of 0 wins with 1 defeat. He weighed in 262 pounds, fighting out of American Top Team in Atlanta, Georgia, Terrance Hodges.
Oh my goodness, we are in store for a fantastic bout here in the heavyweight division at 265, presented by Nick Eastman Advocare. Frank Tate out of Champions Freestyle in Birmingham in the black and red trunks against Terrance Hodges out of American Top Team in Atlanta.
Ooh, I got goosebumps.
I'm feeling the tremors. I'm feeling the tremors,
these
man.
guys
It's
gonna
about
throw
to be
some-
an earthquake.
Do not blink. These guys are going to throw some heat, boys.
Touch of the gloves
Set
and we're
some water
underway.
Set some water on the floor.
And Jimmy Neely says, let's fight.
Ooh.
First kick from Hodges misses, and he takes a shot to the body on the return. Hodges in the black with the blue gloves.
And Frank Tate light on his feet.
Ooh,
man.
nice inside leg kick. Should see some pretty good Muay Thai here coming from Hodges.
Tate says, bring it on.
Yep. Got to watch out, not committing with those kicks and Tate jumping in for something. See, Tate's loading up that right hand, but he's keeping that left hand low.
Chin up for
Whoa,
Tate.
spinning wheel.
Oh, that's a big shot by Tate.
He's a stunner.
He's down.
He's
It's
out.
done.
Over.
It's done.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Frank Tate is your winner.
That slash shot was very, very, very unnecessary.
Dude, I predicted.
But Jimmy Neely's got to jump in. That's 2 times Jimmy Neely has not been in and doing his job tonight that I've seen. I hate to talk about a referee like that, but that's 2 times he's done that this evening.
Dude, I predicted an earthquake, and we got it, man. That's an 8.0, baby.
I mean,
wow.
It was just a glancing blow. I'm sure we're going to see the replay here very, very shortly. Wow.
Frank Tate with the first round knockout, and here it is.
Well, here it goes. Here it goes. Let's see if he comes over top of the right here. What happens here? Bam, just a straight right hand, a beautiful straight right hand around the chin. When somebody falls
He's
face
down.
first, you've got to be in there to stop that fight. I'm not fussing at the referee or saying anything bad about him, but you cannot let you cannot let a fighter take that damage right there like that.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with you, Prime Time. And usually they're very overly protective even
Yeah,
at
I
times.
mean, this is pro. I understand that there's a difference. If somebody falls backwards and on their butt, that means they're hurt.
Right.
If somebody falls face down, that means they're done.
But sometimes when they're out, they'll maybe protect themselves in some way.
On their back. If
Right.
you're face down, the fight's over regardless.
Right. Yeah, and we'll look at it here once again.
Here it goes right here.
And
The wheel kick.
the spinning wheel kick set it up.
Boom,
And then
straight right hand.
Right
Where
on
the
the
straight
chin.
right hand is.
And Tate held up because he saw him stagger and go
It's
down.
over. It's over. He's face down, out. Oh gosh!
Oh, man.
What a brutal punch that was to finish the fight. Yeah, heads off to Tate.
Yeah. All right, back to the cage for our official decision. Here is Cody Gwynn.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jimmy Neely has called a stop to this fight. 44 seconds into the first round. Your winner by knockout, Frank Tate.
Frank Tate with his first pro win, and he is in the cage with
All
Casey
right, I'm
Oxendine.
here with your winner, Frank Tate. Man, it was the big right hand that sealed the deal tonight. A lot of people picked Terrance Hodges to take this one home. He fought a war back in March, and a lot of people were picking him to do it, but you silenced the critics early in round one. Talk about the fight.
Hey, y'all ought to stop thinking people coming in as an underdog. Anybody that come in this ring, you need to be aware of anybody that come in this ring because they're not scared. I want to thank a few people. First of all, I want to thank Krispy Kreme Donut for giving me that gas. That's why I was moving so
That's one of my
fast
sponsors.
out here tonight. And I want to thank Tony, Eric, my brother, my sister, and everybody else who came to support me.
You know, you guys came all the way from Alabama, and you know, that's been a developing region. A lot of people thought, you know, it was underdeveloped for a long time, getting the sanctioning a few years back, but man, you guys are really delivering tonight. Of course, you had Kyle that just landed the submission, and then you're following it up with a big knockout over Georgia. Man, what is next for Frank Tate?
Hey, whatever come in front of Frank Tate, that's what's next.
I like
and
this
whoever
guy.
else who want to come in front of us.
Well, Frank, I'm retired, but everybody, let's give it up for this man. A beautiful finish. The man all the way from Alabama, Frank